G'day guys, we hope you enjoy this episode.
Yeah, we hope you enjoy. If you do, remember to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment when you're done watching.
Yeah, don't forget to share it with your friends, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're probably like, what do you think we are, like 6 miles off town?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. We've been made close to 10 miles so far away from Santa Rosalía. So we've still got a little bit of mobile phone service. So Hillary's getting a little bit of last minute work done before we lose. We think this is going to be the last place until
San Felipe that will have cell service.
that's a few hundred miles away. So we think we'll be out of mobile phone service for quite a while.
Yeah.
But it's a nice evening for a sail. It's about 3:30 in the morning right now. What time did we leave? We were going to leave at like midnight. We got going by like 1:30.
Yeah, it was close to 1:32.
Yeah, by the time we put everything together.
Neither Ty nor I come from a sailing background, and being under sail is still a marvelous feeling. We only hope that we will still have the same sense of wonder years from now, waking up on deck to the smell of the fresh sea air and incredibly peaceful sunrises. We've had a hard time landing a Dorado on the hook. As many people advised us, and as we now know firsthand, they have very hard plates in their mouths, making it difficult to set the hook. 9 a.m. We left Santa Rosalía last night, and it is a very good morning. We caught our first Dorado.
Yeah, finally!
Finally!
Got him on board, alright.
Yeah, we hooked one last week and he got off the lure and we got him. Very exciting.
Excited to have some good food there.
Yes, cannot wait.
Beautiful fish. Thank you, Mr. Fishy. What a way to start the morning. We're like not even 2.5 knots and we got a Dorado on the line. 9 a.m. and Hillary's flying up our first Dorado catch. Wing and wing with the spinnaker out. We've got quite a ways to go today and we're not moving very fast, so we're hoping the wind picks up a little bit here.
It's a couple hours later, we got another Dorado on the line. Let's hope this guy doesn't get off.
Yep.
Try and get him in.
Alright.
Right.
Fish on board?
Fish on board. He's even bigger and so cool. Such an awesome looking fish.
Yeah. Okay, let's get him out of his misery and
Yeah.
take care of business.
Wow.
Cool fish.
Can't get over how awesome looking this fish is. Like, beautiful color. Such a cool looking fish. The head, the spots, the color on it, the yellow to like turquoise to dark blue, and he has bright blue spots all over him. Really pretty fish.
And we had a couple of others on the line earlier. We've hooked a few.
Good, yeah.
And the interesting thing is we thought you had to be going fast, but
We thought so. We've been under 4 knots for every one that's hit our lures.
Hillary is filleting up our second Dorado of the day.
Ooh, yeah.
We had, earlier we had a big patch where we had about 3 or 4 hitting the line within the space of 5 minutes. One of them we got on the line, he got off, the others kind of hit it but didn't quite get hooked on there. So we got this guy just now. We pulled, both our fishing lines are now out of the water.
This is a lot of fish to use.
It's a lot of fish, so you know we stop fishing once we've got more than enough for the 2 of us to eat. That's just what we do. We don't have a huge freezer. We'd rather have the fresh fish. We don't really have a problem getting fish anyway. So pull the lines in, save a bit of drag, and let those fish swim free. Hey.
Yeah.
This is our setup. You've probably seen it before, but that's all we use. It's just a, what's it called? Like a hand line. Is it a Cuban reel? I think is the other name for it, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's the other name for it.
Just a hand line, some tuna cord on there.
Yep, some tuna cord, and then like a rubber, whatever you call it, for a
Snubber.
For a snubber. Yeah, to take the shock off the fish when it hits it, and kind of let him run a bit and so on. And we don't have any issues catching fish with that. The reason we do that, we just wanted to keep it simple. We didn't want rod and reel. We don't really know what we're doing with the rod and reel. Expensive, and then, I don't know, I guess more mechanical parts that could break. This has done really well for us. We haven't had any issues really ever keeping fish on board, catching fish.
Yeah.
Whether it's spearing or trolling off the back. And we're excited for this beautiful fish.
We are. Doing up some sushi with our Dorado. And I got some veggies sliced up here, and now just spreading out the rice and gonna roll it up.
Drying some fruit in our little solar dehydrator here, which is just a bloody fancy net here that dries the fruit. Some mango and some banana slices in there. Dipped in a little bit of lime juice to stop them changing colour too much. We've got the spinnaker out, sailing all day long since probably, what time did we put the spinnaker up? 3 a.m. last night, something like that. It's been a great day, really calm. Some real small swells behind us, which is nice. And we changed our plan. We're going to head another 20 miles or so into a place called like Cabo San Miguel area. So we think we'll try that out, see how that feels, see if there's any storms coming. If we need to leave in the night, that's fine. We'll head out in the ocean and sail. But we're about to have a bit of sushi. So 2 beautiful Dorado. First time we've caught them and got them on board. Beautiful fish, and it looks like it's going to be bloody tasty sushi.
So today has been a pretty slow day. We left about 2 a.m. or so from Santa Rosalía. Plan to hopefully make it to San Francisco, which is about 70 to 80 miles.
About 80 miles, yeah.
80 miles, so we had hoped to arrive this afternoon, evening, but we've been really slow.
Went to Spinnaker all day since we left.
Had like 3 to 4 knots of wind most of the day.
Yeah, now we didn't get an afternoon breeze like we thought we might.
Yep. So we decided there's a little anchorage we read about just in a ways here. We think we're gonna see if we can make it in there before dark, because a lot of our planning, we wanna plan to arrive somewhere in the light and not go into a new place at dark. The sun is setting and we did not make it in time. Probably have another, I don't know, less than a half hour here till it actually gets dark. So we're gonna keep on going through the night up to San Francisco, which was our original plan. Let's do another night there. It's about 20 miles or so and still super light winds. We're only doing about a knot of boat speed right now, so unless the wind picks up, we shouldn't have any problem being nice and slow to get there in daylight tomorrow.
We had heard that the currents in the upper Sea of Cortez could be quite strong. Every now and then, we would hit the edge of a giant ocean eddy line,
that would take Varuna and spin her 90 degrees or more to port or starboard. The currents up here, now that we're getting further north into the Sea of Cortez, are getting kind of crazy. We had read about it in our cruising guides that there's some really strong currents along with the big tides up here, but the currents have really been interesting. Last night the plan was kind of like to drift through the night, and we had the spinnaker up. The spinnaker was filled and we were going backwards 1 knot. This morning we were drifting backwards at 3 knots, so we turned the motor on, and now the tide has changed and it's with us, and we're doing about 7 knots with the motor. There's sections that are like completely glassy and flat, and then there's like a definite line and it turns into these really like choppy standing waves. There's some little whirlpools. Our boat just got pulled like 10 degrees to port there. It's really crazy currents and tides here. We found this little like hole dug up here. We thought it looked kind of like the turtle nest that we had seen on Cerralvo, and there's all these little shell casings everywhere, so I think it was. I don't know how long ago they hatched, or if they hatched or got dug up. Hopefully they hatched.
Got a small change of plans.
Yep.
We're on the beach here, just up over the beach at San Francisco.
Beautiful little anchorage and beach here.
Yeah, it's somewhere where we'd like to spend a few days actually. Unfortunately, on our way up here we noticed our monitor on our computer is not working on our
All of a sudden,
map.
out of the blue, it just died, yeah.
And that's one of the problems, I guess, with trying to create those videos and keep them on a regular basis, is we do need a computer to edit them on, and now we don't have that.
Gonna try and make our way up to San Felipe pretty quickly here. We wanted to take our time and spend kind of a few weeks exploring the islands here. There's some really cool stuff along the coast in Bahia de Los Angeles.
But we thought we'd come to shore real quick and have a quick little look. The tides are pretty crazy here, but we came up here to check out this
Awesome cactus here.
pretty awesome cactus back behind us. Here.
Huge.
Very huge.
Yeah. Good tree.
Cool.
It is.
Healthy
wow.
looking cactus right
Very
there.
healthy looking.
Finally to where we wanted to get to.
This is really close to fall here. It's so flat and smooth.
It's pretty warm, we're sweating like crazy, so we're going to head back here in a bit and get underway.
Yeah.
We don't have much to do today because we're just sailing along nice and slow, so it's all about the food. We pan fried garlic and butter and a dash of lime juice for our Dorado.
Delicious.
So we've got a black bean hummus because we pressure cooked some beans up the other day.
Yeah.
Bit of cilantro, black beans in the hummus.
Sesame, garlic.
Sesame, yeah, some tahini, some kind of tahini. And then here's our food dehydrator again. Hillary did up some mango and banana yesterday, a day before, a couple of days ago now.
Probably
So
done now.
It's probably the last day on it, it'll be done. So we've got some dried mango and banana, and that's really tasty stuff because I did that apple last week. We already went through a can of that.
It is hot out. Really hot and really still.
Very still.
I have like, how much wind? 2 knots or something?
Yeah, we're not making much speed over ground, like a half a knot or so. It's a bit of a current. We think we're going to continue through the night tonight instead of going into Las Animas. we're going to jump in and have a quick swim because it's
We need to cool down.
Indeed. Okay, let's jump in. 1, 2, 3.
Like I fell off a balcony. Temperature is running high. I didn't see it coming. Tell me, what have you done to me? Tell me, what have you done to me? I put my trust in you. I always told the truth. I put my trust in you. I held it out to you. You're not the person that I thought you were. You're not the person that I knew. 'Cause I've seen it now. You've truly shown your dark side. I'm leaving now, the demons out of your mind. You can say all you wanna say, but you got nobody else to blame. So don't you drag me over to the dark side.
After anchoring last night in Los Animas area, we decided we're gonna head straight up, go straight through to San Felipe, which from there is about 160 miles or so. Today it's afternoon now. We're almost to the tip of Isla Angel de la Guarda, which is a huge island. Started off the day super calm, really light winds on the nose and the current against us, so we had to motor. And then later in the day, the current swapped around and the wind picked up, so we sailed close hauled with the current, making really good time, like 7-something knots for a while. Now the wind's shifted behind us, so we're doing wing on wing with the Genoa pulled out there, and still have the current with us, still making good time, like 6-ish knots. We'll see how we do once the current changes.
Sushi time.
Sushi time!
Waiting on this sushi for a while. We got kind of some crazy winds there for a bit.
We did, yeah.
So we got put on hold.
So now it's finally sushi time.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Dorado still. Dorado, avocado, onion, ginger, and some pepper.
We're only healed over like 10 degrees. It's a lot easier than the 20.
Yes.
Alright, I'm excited. I'm hungry.
It's about 3 a.m. We're sailing really good close hauled for a while, but over the last 40 minutes or so, the wind's kind of been dying. So we might start drifting or have to turn the motor on here, but beautiful night. Moon set pretty early on in the night, so just tons and tons of stars out. Really pretty, really nice. Just up here washing down the decks to cool them down a little bit because they're really hot. And I noticed this little bird fly by, and he actually landed on our boat on the deck, and now he's on the anchor. He doesn't look like a seabird, so I don't know if he accidentally wound up out here, but looks like he's taking a little rest, and hopefully he can get back to land. We have a Gulf Sierra, big guy. Caught him drifting along at 4 knots with the spinnaker. Thought it was a Dorado, and we're surprised and happy to find this guy too.
Beauty. Hillary's filleting up the Gulf Sierra that we just caught, going along here about 4 knots. San Felipe is our final destination, about 30 miles that way. I think that'll get us there, and probably sometime middle of the night, midnight or just after, depending on if we motor and if the wind keeps up and all that. That is when there is also a rising tide, which would work out well if it's well lit for us to go in. Otherwise we will chill out here somewhere until early morning and then go in lunchtime tomorrow with the next rising tide. Big fish.
Really big fish. So it's definitely been a learning experience, but I'm pretty excited that I feel like I pretty much know how to fillet a fish now, and I don't feel like I butcher it anymore.
I think you do a pretty good job.
Yeah, got one giant massive fillet off here and gonna do the other side. Just over there, back behind those hills, that is San Felipe. I think we have about 22 miles or so to go, and we're drifting along at less than 2 knots now, so it's slow going. Hopefully the wind fills in. Just about to have some dinner as soon as the sun goes behind the hill back over there. Here is dinner. Some ceviche, Dorado ceviche, mahi mahi ceviche. Should be tasty.
Alright guys, that is all for this time. Thanks very much for watching.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Remember to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with your friends, and subscribe. Until next time, adios.
Cheers! Maybe that's why they're called dolphin fish. Today it's all about the tucker.
Strong tidal currents, so dark, 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 dark.
So we want to get in before nightfall.
And we didn't want to go in the...
Oh, bit of an echo.
Echo.
Just found a dead cow.
Yeah.
Didn't survive the desert.